TFC Nation. I'm the co-host, Jazza, and the host is GM19. Welcome back to the podcast.
And welcome back to, well, not welcome back, because we've not actually done this before, but as this is an international break, and we normally say when it's an international break, we don't actually record TFC, but this time we've decided not to be lazy, and basically we're going to do a Q&A. So we're going to be answering some of your guys' questions, and yeah.
Should we get into this?
Yeah, there's not much else to say, is there? Okay, right. Do you want to start with question one? We'll do all of them.
So the first one that anyone sent in, clearly this guy is a genius, put in are you gay?
See, this one, I think it's too... I think we'll be there for a while. I think we'll be here for a while discussing this one. I don't know, it's so football related that it's almost not football related, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, totally.
So, you know, as we kind of don't feel like it's football related, we're not gonna but we are not gay. No, if you are gay and you are trying to find a boyfriend, we are not gay. Okay, yeah. Question 2.
What do you think of Kyle Walker going in goal?
Everyone's like raving on about him being good in goal, but when he saved the free kick, he kind of fumbled his first catch. So he wasn't actually that good.
No, but he's good for a bloody right back.
Yeah, he's good for a right back, but like I wouldn't choose him over bloody ter Stegen.
No, you wouldn't though.
Like you can put him in goal, but you can't fully rely on him in goal. I wouldn't say because he's an actual player, but yeah.
You could probably. I'd rather have him than some keepers.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of keeper though. Lloyd Griffith.
Lloris.
To be fair, wait, Lloris with a dislocated elbow. I mean, I would probably trust Kyle Walker more in goal than Lloris with a dislocated elbow.
Lloris with all working elbows, I still wouldn't trust in goal.
I think Gazaniga's better than him, honestly.
Oh yeah. But then, so is my cat, and I don't even have a cat, so that shows something. But I think that if it was an open goal, and there was a cat in there, the striker would want to hit the cat, so he would fluff up the shot, whereas if it's Lloris, they're like, oh, this is an easy goal, and just tap it in easy.
But surely if it's a cat, yeah, I kind of get where they're coming from. I kind of get where you're coming from.
Tiger. I mean a flipping tiger.
Jeez, Jack, you can't be doing that, man. You can't. I've got to bleep that out now. I've got to edit that and bleep that out. Let me just write that down, that minute, so I can, edit that and just get that bleeped out. Because,
Look, he is cousins with a tiger. If you're going to mess with him, that tiger's going to come and eat you.
I kind of get where you're coming from to an extent with the whole thing where the striker would fluff the shot, but at the same time, if it's a true striker, you'd probably just put it in the top corner. So, I don't know.
Placing football at a cat, you are a bully.
Yeah, well, it's up for debate, but cool. I mean, I don't personally like cats, so not saying that I'd pelt a ball at a cat, but
Yeah, I don't like cats, but that doesn't mean I'm going to pelt a football at a cat.
Yeah, that's like saying. Yeah, that's like saying. Don't know, what is it like saying? Actually, it's quite a unique thing to say.
Well, anyone that drop kicks a kitten.
Have you seen that clip of the goalkeeper? Was it the goalkeeper that drop kicks the dog?
Yeah, he runs on the pitch towards the ball, and the keeper just. I think I've seen it where he just kicks the dog.
Yeah, there's no way. Why would you do that? Even if you were the most pissed off person in the world, you wouldn't do that.
We're on a bit of a tangent now. Unless the dog attacks you, in which case I think it's fair enough. If a massive...
I know, but it's a poor dog, it didn't do anything.
Yeah, but it's a massive bulldog. You could die. You've got to kick it away to save yourself. As long as you're not, machine gunning it down, if it's just a kick away to save your life, I get if it's a little dog and you're kind of just bullying a little dog.
Exactly, it was. It was just a little dog minding its own business. It didn't realise what it was doing.
I know, but I'm saying if it's a massive dog, then that's That's the only
Okay,
time it's
if it's going to attack you, I would probably drop kick it because I want my own life. But
I'd kick it away. I wouldn't grab a pistol and shoot it through its head. Though if I did have what are they called? The knockout guns. I can't think what they're called.
knockout guns.
Ones that you they don't kill, but they just
Airsoft.
knock them out. Oh, you just use a rifle and put a special dart in it.
You sure it ain't airsoft or paintballs?
No, it's not like an attacking humans. It's like you shoot it into an animal, and it's like a dart, and then it hits them in.
Oh, it's one that kind of like tranquilizes. A tranquilizer.
Them, that knocks them out.
A tranquilizer.
Yeah, tranquilizer.
Yeah, you see, you'd use one of them. Okay.
Should we go into the Q&A now?
Yeah, let's carry on, yeah.
The next question, what did you think of Sterling Gomez? I'm going to presume he's talking about Sterling completely out of control. He attacks Gomez, threatens him, it was lethal, it was brutal.
It was all... I've not actually seen the footage. Is there footage? I don't think there is footage, is there?
No, but it's been blown up by the press because he's got a little scratch on his neck, so watch out, Sterling's going to kill everybody now. He's even scratches on his neck.
He's played John Wick for John Wick 4.
The media will find any reason to criticise Sterling, and it's ridiculous. This is the smallest thing. If this has happened, I don't know, between Jordan Henderson and John Stones, this wouldn't have happened. It would be like, John Stones shouldn't have done it, but, it was in the heat of the moment. Whereas with Sterling, this is disgraceful. Kick him from the England camp. He should be banished from the country. It's ridiculous. The Sun and the Times and stuff, they just blow up everything.
It must be hard as a footballer, though, because you, as yourself, every little thing you do is going to be analysed by the press and can be taken the total wrong way, which is quite clearly not meant like that. For instance, you could do something and you could say something that one person out of the 7 million people on Earth, billion, sorry, not million, that one person might think that's racist, and then all of a sudden the whole press blow up about it, and it must be very hard to choose your words as a footballer in a press conference and stuff like that.
Yeah, sorry, I'm being distracted.
You're being distracted by the dog being drop kicked across the fence. No, the sofa isn't.
Let me continue on with the questions.
Okay, so...
I got another one. Why did you start the podcast? That's the first question we've had that's actually
Well done, whoever did that. That's the first proper TFC-based question.
I think we could shout out his Instagram, as a thanks.
What is it?
It's from Cat.
Okay. I'll decide whether to bleep that out.
Because they don't deserve a shout out.
Yeah, I'm debating whether to bleep it out. We'll see whether I bleep it out in the edit.
Bleep out my Instagram shout outs. But if you do want to follow me, it is at...
Wow, I'm gonna really have to Google that bleep sound effect again, aren't I? So
next question.
No, hang on, we didn't even answer that.
Oh yeah. We just discussed, is it? Alright, sorry.
So
I'm skipping this here.
How did we start, or why did we start TFC? Number one, I had no actual series at the time that was weekly or an actual consistent series. In fact, I've only successfully made 2 successful series. One was Christmas Countdown last year, and the other one was Wembley Cup Countdown thing last year as well. So this is my first proper one that's kind of gone past, it's gone past the 5 episode mark. Christmas Countdown did go to 25, but that was because it was every single day in December. But yeah, this is the first kind of weekly series I've done, and I wanted to do one, but I just didn't really think I was committed enough to doing this series. But I found something that I'm committed to doing. So yeah, I wanted to do a series that fans can look forward to every single week. And I think this is the kind of perfect thing because obviously new you, and I think we can basically make it work. And yeah, it started with 5 people, I think, but by the time the first episode came around, it dropped down to 3, which was just...
Basically, I put the idea out to about 5 people, and we were going to record, and then 2 of them didn't turn up, So you obviously know Harry and me and GM19, and we don't need to know who the other two are, but we were all, like, drafted into the podcast, but then after the first one, even with 3 people, we were, like, jumping in on each other way too much. So we realised with 5 it just wouldn't work. So we quickly got rid of them.
Yeah. Which we did make a video on firing them because, well, they were never appeared on the channel.
Didn't even know they existed, so...
Yeah.
It didn't really matter. And so it was my idea to start the podcast. I just really wanted somewhere where I could express my thoughts and opinions on the ridiculous game of football. And, yeah, it's been great.
I can't lie, I'm glad I committed to this.
I'm hoping, this can go to the hundreds, even the thousands maybe one day. Hopefully then we'll be making some money from these.
Yeah. I just think I'm glad that I stuck with this idea, and hopefully we can take this further than what it is at the moment. But we've already taken further than we probably imagined it in a way. With the idea of it just being a 15-minute podcast. And now, well, it wasn't a podcast at that point, but, now half an hour. We could be taking up to 45-minute, 1 hour podcasts, which is an actual length of a podcast. So, yeah, I feel like, yeah, we've taken it far, but we need to take it further for us to, I think in other words, I would like to take this further, but only in the right ways, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I really hope that in a year's time we come back to this and, we're looking for all the old ones, and we're 63 podcasts deep, and we come back and we do another Q&A because international weeks are boring, and, we discuss this again. It'll be cool to see where we are in a year's time.
Yeah, I think if we're still doing this in a year's time, it will be fully developed into a full-on podcast. I think it will be good length. I think we'll probably be filming in real life at that point. If we're still recording TFC in a year, we can guarantee you that it would have majorly developed. So stick with us, TFC. Improvements constantly pending. Does that make sense? I think it does. Basically, constantly there's ideas for the podcast going through. It's just the way we're going to execute it.
And you've got to remember, with us doing this weekly, like, everyone else that has a successful podcast, not that I'm saying we're successful, but, everyone else that has a podcast, they do it as their career. They'll ever run, like, if they're doing a football podcast, they've got a football channel, or if they've got, like, a general life podcast, they've probably been, like, a presenter or a journalist or something, like, before they started the podcast, and they're quite respectable. Whereas this is not our full-time job. We record this every Monday, get it out by a Tuesday, and it's quite a push to get these out sometimes. And actually, if we get back from a tiring day, and then you don't always feel up to, switching on the camera and talking nonsense for half an hour. But we always push, and we always try and get it out for you guys, so
You're really trying to make it sound emotional, aren't you? But yeah, I think a lot of commitment is put into not only this series, TFC, but all the videos that I make. There's a lot of commitment put into this channel, and I don't think people actually, not trying to make you guys sound like, I don't know, but basically a lot of effort is put into these. I don't think anyone actually realises how much effort you need to put in sometimes to getting these videos out. Like, as you said, we record this on a Monday evening, and sometimes it gets to a point where literally I am making the video and editing it and uploading it within the same hour. And that is why last TFC podcast I had to re-upload it because I didn't have enough time to watch it through, and so I kind of just thought in my head, can't remember anything. I cut out one bit, but I couldn't remember any others, so I had to re-upload it the following day. So basically I uploaded it, and then Jack, you pointed out that there's something wrong with it, so I had to delete it, then re-upload it the following day. But it just proves that I don't have that much time to get these videos out. So yeah, both of us put a lot of effort into it. But yeah, hopefully you guys think it's worth doing, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. I think you guys do enjoy it. So yeah, but yeah, should we another question?
Will Harry be back, and
No.
this was sent by Harry.
Oh, okay. So, Harry, we can officially confirm that you are probably not going to come back. You may come back as a guest one time, but we highly doubt it. Unfortunately, Harry, it is game over for you when it comes to the TFC podcast. We apologise, Harry.
Maybe he can come back 1 week, do a 1 week special.
Yeah, but...
You know, like Fortnite do, where they don't release a skin for a long time to build hype about it? We can build a kind of Harry hype about it.
Yeah.
And then, get to episode 50-something, and then it's like, oh my god, Harry's back, and everyone's so excited because the channel's got a following now, and everyone's excited to see Harry return.
Yeah, I think he might return for a one-off, but not in the near future, I think. Maybe for a bit of OG vibes, it's soon, not soon, in at least 3-4 months, absolute minimum, we might get him back on for, kind of an OG podcast, but yeah, we don't plan on him having him back permanently.
Right. Should we move on to the next one, I think?
Next question.
I think we've covered this one before, but it's what your Prem table predictions. But, at the start of the season, they were obviously a lot different to how they are now. I think I predicted Sheffield United to go down. They're not going to go down.
No. I
predicted Norwich to stay up. They're not going to stay up.
Yeah, I think, basically, if you want to see our start of season predictions, we predicted the top half. I might leave a link down below, but I'm probably too lazy to do that. So, basically, we made a TFC Prem predictions. I think it was just the top half, because I didn't upload the second bottom half of it, because I can't remember why, but basically the schedule didn't work, and it kind of we didn't have enough time to get it out, and by the time I could have got it out, it was basically 3 weeks into the season. So basically, go check out our first top half predictions for the Premier League, if you want to know our predictions. Obviously they're probably changed, but yeah. Do you want to have another question?
Where will Ipswich finish?
Probably second or first, to be totally honest, because they are doing decent in their league.
They're in League One.
Yeah. Yeah, I think considering what league they're in, and considering they've just got relegated, Ipswich, I think they should be able to get second or first. They will get promoted, Ipswich, I think, this season, back into the Championship, because, yeah, I think they are that quality. I think they are Championship quality. Just last season they weren't. Obviously proven that they weren't at that point, but now they are, I think, and I think they'll get promoted again, first or second, Ipswich.
I mean, I haven't seen any of them this season, but from what I've heard from some people, they've said that they are playing all right this season. So
I mean,
I'll take their word for it.
Have you seen where they are in the league at the moment? I think they're first or second.
They're second with 2 games in hand on first. I was told this by the same person that put this in.
Okay. Yeah, I think we basically answered that. Yeah. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I've got a couple more.
Okay, yeah, let's go through that.
Top score predictions. So I'm
For Prem?
presuming this is Premier League based.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll just do the Premier League ones.
I think we're gonna do first, or are we gonna do top 5? Are we gonna do top 5 or just first?
Yeah, let's do top 5.
Okay, so we'll start first down to 5th. So first, I think.
No, I think we just do first. I don't think many.
Okay, then we'll just do who we think. We should do the Golden Glove as well. Who's gonna win the Golden Glove and the Golden Boot?
Okay.
So
I'll do that.
Golden Glove. Who's going to win the Golden Glove? To be totally honest, I don't know. Honestly,
let's go Alisson.
I think maybe Alisson.
He was injured for a period of time.
Yeah, I think I saw at one point. I think the Sheffield United keeper have got the same amount of clean sheets as Alisson at the moment. So Sheffield United keeper has got a shout.
Not the best defence in the league. I was going to also throw out Captain Schmeichel. I think he will do alright, and he's got a great defence in front of him.
Okay, I'm saying either the Sheffield United keeper or Yeah, or Liverpool's keeper, Alisson.
Gotta pick one.
Okay, right, Liverpool's keeper, Alisson. Why not?
Now go with Michael.
Okay, right. And Golden Boot. For me, I think I already know who.
I'm going with Tammy Abraham.
Are you? That's bold. I think Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
If he carries on his form.
Yeah, but I think Vardy will stop at some point. I think this is just a good run of ball. And you got to remember, a hat-trick came in the Southampton mauling. And I know Tammy scored some hat-tricks, but they've been in games where he's been the dominant player. So I think Tammy Abraham will win it. I really hope he does. And if not, Sergio will win it. I can't see Vardy winning it. I'm going to go with Tammy Abraham.
Okay. I'm going to stick with Vardy, but at the same time, you did make me think there. I don't think it's 100% that Vardy will win it at all. I think that Vardy definitely has a shout in the top 3. Definitely, but I don't know whether he'll get first. But I might as well stick with...
I think he'll get top 3, and I think the top 3 at the moment will all be in the top 3 at the end of the season. Because if you look around at other teams, Liverpool haven't got a main striker. Like, all 3 of their players are scoring, so though Salah's has won it over the last couple of years, Mane is now getting a lot more frustrated with Salah and is actually taking a lot of the shots.
I personally think Mane's better than Salah. Unpopular opinion.
I rate Mane more than Salah.
Yeah, I do as well. I think Mane's better than Salah.
I think Firmino's better than both of them.
I think it goes Mane, Firmino, Salah. For me, I don't think Salah's actually as good as Firmino or Mane.
And obviously, Man United, I don't rate Rashford. I think he's very overrated, a bit like Jesse Lingard.
Well, Rashford, he does well for English. He does.
Okay, I'll let you talk.
Yeah, Rashford does well for England, or certainly did in the last 2 friendlies for England. But I think he's one of them players that on his day he can be very good, but not on his day. You know, he's not great.
And you only have on his day, like, once every 3 months. And if he's going to be poor in every other game, I just don't think he's worth it. And people talking about him being the future striker for England, no, that's Tammy Abraham.
Well, I think it's certainly Tammy Abraham's one of them. I mean, I
think Tammy Abraham's better than Marcus Rashford.
I think because he's younger, I think he has more potential. He has a few more years on him.
I think Tammy Abraham will overtake Alan Shearer as the all-time top goal scorer because I can't see him leaving Chelsea.
I don't know. Honestly, do you reckon he'll overtake Wayne Rooney?
Wayne Rooney's not first in the thingy charts, the Premier League charts.
No, I'm saying for England.
Oh, how many Rooney's got?
50, was it? Something like 50 something?
There's a high chance of him doing it because he's in such a good generation of good players that they'll go to the next couple of championships. There's no chance that they'll be doing... There's no chance they won't make it. I just hope they do go far in all the competitions.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I think he'll overtake Alan Shearer because I can't see him going to somewhere like Real or Barca or like Bayern. I think he will stay at Chelsea his whole career and he will overtake Alan Shearer in the all-time Premier League goal scorers.
Okay, is there any more questions?
Oh wait, okay, Drogba or Lampard?
What do you think?
For me, Didier Drogba has been my hero. I like Lampard. Obviously, he's our manager, and he's our top scorer ever. But Didier Drogba holds a special place in my heart, and he scored the Champions League winning penalty. And I remember that's probably one of my earliest memories of football. Is staying up till very late watching that moment when Didier Drogba scored the winning penalty. And I actually have a replica Drogba shirt from back then, and I have a picture on my desk of him celebrating the winning goal.
So you're going Drogba, I'm assuming?
I'm going Didier Drogba, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one, there needs to be more detail in this one, because what does it mean? It could mean manager or player.
Drogba's never managed. I don't think he's been like.
But what I'm saying is Lampard's managed. But Lampard's managed. So is it who's the better manager? If so, it's Lampard. But who's the better player? I think Drogba.
I reckon they mean who's the better player. I love Didier Drogba, and it is very hard to overlook Frank Lampard, because I think he might be Chelsea's best ever player, up there with Drogba and Osgood and Terry and Dennis Wise and Gianfranco Zola. I can keep going all day if you want. Should we get to the final question I've got?
Okay, final question.
They just wrote sack one.
Okay, so this question, can we have a moment just to think about this question, because it's quite a hard one to answer.
I take it you all know what they mean by sack one.
Don't go into description. We want monetization, even though I don't, because I don't have 1k subs. But please, we at least want no swars in a video, please.
But yeah, you can make what you want of that intriguing question.
Yeah. So we're about to hit the 27-minute mark on the podcast. So do you want to? Because I have one question that we can answer, or do you want to just end it here?
But how long do you reckon it'll take to answer your question?
Probably a maximum of 5 minutes.
What is it?
What?
What is it?
England and how far they're going to go in the Euros. How far do you think they're going to go?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay. So obviously England just played 2 friendlies, guaranteed now to obviously make it into the Euros next year. And where do you think they're going to finish in the Euros this year?
I kind of want to say winners. I think it'll be between them, Germany, and Belgium and France.
Yeah, I think it's definitely between them. Yeah, I think.
It really depends on what happens between now and when the tournament starts. Say like Kylian Mbappe and Antoine Griezmann both suddenly got injured.
Then France, yeah.
Front line then is gone. I know they have like Alexandre Lacazette, which doesn't seem like the worst trade-off ever, compared to England get Kane injured. But I'd quite like to see Kane get injured, just because I don't like Kane. I'd love to see Tammy Abraham leading the line.
But you've also got to think.
Plus, then if England win it without Kane and with Tammy leading the line, then it shows that we don't need Harry Kane.
It does, but obviously as a Spurs fan, I don't want him to get injured, and I think England would struggle without Kane, because I think he is a key part of the team at this point. He's the captain, and he's the man that's scoring a lot of the goals in the team, and I think England without Kane would be a different England. It would have to be, because without Kane, they would have to play a different system, because they'd have a less clinical striker up front.
Do you reckon Tomori will start at the Euros?
I think he'll be selected, if that's what you mean.
I definitely think he's going to be in the 23-man squad.
Yeah.
But if I'm Gareth Southgate, then I'm definitely going to play Fikayo Tomori. Like, you think there's Harry Maguire. I
don't rate him.
I think they'll start him alongside Tomori. Then there's Stones, who is... I don't think he's as good as Tomori. Then, I guess after that, Ben Mee and James Tarkowski. And I don't really want to be playing James Tarkowski at the World Cup.
Euros,
yeah.
Yeah, I think Tomori will get picked, definitely, for the squad. And I don't rate Harry Maguire at all. I think personally he's worth about 30 million. I probably said it already on the podcast before. But I think Harry Maguire's worth around 30, 40 million, honestly.
Yeah, but it's an English player going to Manchester United, so it's always going to be bumped up. And, 80 million in the end, Leicester have done sensational to get that, and actually they're not missing him. And I haven't really watched much Manchester United this year, but, there's no one on Twitter going, oh, Maguire's the worst, or, oh, we all underrated Maguire and he's being amazing. I think he's just having a very mediocre season. But mind you, it's hard to stand out as being bad in the Manchester United team at the moment.
True. I think, Maguire, I had him in my Premier League fantasy team. He's an utter shambles. I got rid of him within the first week. Once again, I haven't watched much Man United, but I don't rate Maguire, certainly not 75 million, 80 million mark. I don't think it is worth it. But I still would certainly start Maguire in at least half of the English games, because England don't have that many great centre-backs, do they?
Thing is, I rated Harry Maguire before he joined Manchester United.
Yeah.
If he was at Leicester, I'd go, oh, yeah, I think he's very good. But because he's at Manchester United, I think there's that added, he plays for Manchester United, we're not allowed to like him. Do you think Chris Smalling could end up getting a call-up? Because he's been sensational for Roma.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, honestly. Actually, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad call at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of Chris Smalling. The Euros.
Yeah, I'm all up for it, considering looking at our English defence. It ain't great, so, yeah.
I'd rather him than John Stones.
Yeah, I would.
And the thing is, if Chris Smalling was at Manchester United, then I wouldn't want him in the team.
The issue is, though, is because he isn't going to stand out in a Manchester United team. As much as Manchester United ain't doing great, I think a player has to be quite good to stand out in a Manchester United team, because... And
you always think of previous defenders that have played for Manchester United.
Yeah.
You think of Vidic. You think of Ferdinand. Of recent years, I've seen Vidic and Ferdinand playing. They're miles in quality ahead of their current centre-back partnership of Harry Maguire and don't even know who plays alongside him. I presume it's Bailly.
Yeah, probably.
What happened to Axel Tuanzebe and Fosu Mensah? What, they were supposed to be the new greatest English players ever?
Well, I don't think they are.
They go on loan and they don't play well, and yet still people say they're good. Yet Reece James goes on loan, plays sensational for Wigan. He's played really well so far for Chelsea, and yet I still think people will go, oh, he's not that great. Don't rate Reece James now. I think Fosu Mensah's better, which is ridiculous because Fosu Mensah is god-awful.
Well, I'm about to... You know what I'm probably going to say. We have hit the 33-minute mark, so do you want to round it off with the actual answer to the question, because we kind of got carried away there. The actual answer to the question, how far do you think England are going to go in the Euros? Because you said, obviously, finals. I think it's the final. I think they'll make it to the semi-final or the final, England.
Obviously, I want them to win.
Yeah,
but
same.
Realistically, are they better than Holland, France, Germany? No, they're not. But I like England, but I don't think this is their year, because a lot of the other teams have their players in their prime, whereas all of England's team, if they're going to play their strongest team, England, it's going to be very inexperienced. If you're thinking of their strongest team, it's going to be Pickford, James, Tomori, Maguire, Chilwell. I'd probably play Henderson, Mason Mount, and maybe even Lallana. I'm joking. Maybe Winks as the holding midfielder. I don't rate Winks, but better than some of the rubbish they've got. Maybe even Ruben Loftus-Cheek once he's back to fitness. And then I think the front three, as much as I like Hudson, I think it has to be
course you do. Of course you do. I think it would be defense-wise. I think you're almost spot on there. I think midfield, Winks, maybe Dele Alli, but I don't think Gareth Southgate rates him.
Dele Alli was a one-season wonder that they're trying to make out like he's Kane. Like, everyone says Kane's a one-season wonder, but he's proven that he's not over 5 years.
Yeah.
No one says Ali's a one-season wonder, though he was only good for that one season. He hasn't been good since.
I mean, he's an alright midfielder. I just think that it's almost, not necessarily, I wouldn't say he's a one-season wonder. I would say that he was good for one season. Actually, no, that's the definition of a one-season wonder.
Yeah, but it looked like he hit his prime, when actually that was when he was starting his career. Because since then, he's downgraded. You don't want to be downgrading as your career goes on. You want to be upgrading. Like, you probably hit your prime between 29 and 31. So if he's hit his prime at 21, 22, how bad is he going to be?
Well, I think you can either...
so bad since that good season. Like, he's generally got worse and worse. So how bad is he going to be when he's supposed to hit his prime?
You can look at it two ways. You can either think he's hit his prime already, or he's in a dip in his career and he's going to become just as good as he was in his supposed one season of madness, of being really good. He might come back to being that good.
4 years long.
I think, just put it like this, he could improve and become the best player he's been in his career, or he could just stay at a mediocre level and not really get better or worse. But yeah, I think I would choose Winks over Dele Alli. Just going back to your squad.
Right now, if you went with current Dele Alli against current Mason Mount, you're going to pick Mason Mount over the current Dele Alli?
I mean, yeah, well, put it like this. I think your midfield of Winks, possibly Mason Mount, and...
It's going to be Mason Mount. That's nailed on.
I don't know, though. I mean, Maddison...
There's some combination of Winks, Henderson, Loftus-Cheek. I think if Ox gets back on form... I mean, if you really want to go wild, you can put Jack Wilshere in there, but then we're really...
No, thanks.
No.
Yeah, just put it like this. You can have Oxlade-Chamberlain... Oxlade-Chamberlain, Winks... I mean, Mason Mount, and Maddison. There's decent midfielders there.
Yeah, actually. Play James Maddison and Mason Mount, and Winks Holding. Yeah, do that.
Okay, right. 38 minutes now we've hit. So, basically, we think they're going to make it to the semi-final or the finals in the Euros. Which is decent, I guess.
They're going to win.
Okay, you think they're going to win. I think they might make it to the final, but... Actually, I think it might come home, lads. Finally, I think it might come home.
You've got to believe. You've got to believe, GM19.
You've got to believe, lads. We've got to believe. So yeah, thank you guys for watching TFC episode 11, which is just a Q&A. We'll be back to normal next week with our usual spin of the wheel, league roundup, Premier League, a couple games from there, and then our main discussion point, which could end up being VAR again. We don't really know. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and use code READERGEM19 in the Fortnite store. Also, there is a pretty big announcement happening Team 19-wise. I don't know when I'm going to announce that, but yeah, we've got a big change happening to Team 19 very, very soon, being announced once again very, very soon. So, yeah, make sure you stick around for that. Make sure you keep an eye out for that. Subscribe, I've already said that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye, TFC Army!
Whey!
Pulling up, being on serving. Bad, on curving.